Okay. The Xbox 360 controller. This controller suffers from some wear on the control sticks. It is hard to see with the zoom of this camera, but do believe me, there's wear at the edges of the joysticks, and um, although I've seen worse, and the dead zone, at least for the left stick, is way too big. So I am going to open up this controller today and hopefully fix these problems. That looks like a Phillips. I have not done this before. It's a fun challenge. I know actually little about what I'm supposed to do. I've never soldered anything at all, and soldering will be required. So let's see if we can do this. Okay, the entire back panel should be able to come off now. Okay, I guess I'm gonna drag these rumble pads. With me, I guess. They're not that big of a hindrance. Oh, they're two different. Interesting. It's like one's a bigger, thicker one, one's smaller. So we have our opened up Xbox controller. So I actually have no idea how to do this. Take this stick off. To begin with, these are going to end up being replaced. I have all the replacements right here. This is stick boxes. Now I don't know if there's any different versions. Some of the websites don't work, but they look basically the same for the most part. But all of them are gonna look the same, to be fair. Oh yeah, that's a nice stick. Okay, good. So I think I am gonna have to remove the entire board. I have to lift it up somehow. And this is where I get stuck actually, because it's not lifting up. Oh my god. I forgot about the rumble packs. I'm gonna look up a video on this.
Remove screws from the back of gamepad.
Okay, that part.
Insert it between gamepad case parts near charge port and then unclick case parts.
These guys speak English?
Top disassembly tool from case Get mainboard from back case pot.
How did he?
Pot.
Mine's not coming off. Maybe I'm just not pulling
Remove
it
from
right.
case pot. Get mainboard from back case pot.
He's
Disconnect vibration packs.
also working on a wireless one. I don't know if that's gonna make a difference. Well, I might actually, because the wire probably is connected to the board, isn't it? I took it from right here. You just pulled up. Oh, my triggers. He doesn't even mention that you have to push in the triggers.
Get mainboard
Yeah,
from back.
looks like the triggers are what stop it from coming out, really. Yep, there we go. Got it. Hopefully I don't fry this board. I am literally on. I'm actually, yeah, I'm on carpet. It's probably not the smartest thing ever. Okay, hopefully I just grounded myself. Should be grounding myself. Okay. How do you do this?
Back case pot. Disconnect vibration.
What the heck?
Packs. Disconnect. Get mainboard from back case pot.
Looks like he already took this part off. Oh, there we go. So we have the board, which the wire is still attached to. Luckily, it just plugs in and out, it looks like.
Disconnect vibration packs.
Okay, this guy's cheating because he's working on a wireless one. So I don't know how I'm gonna get to that wire. Oh, okay, that now it lifts easily all of a sudden. Okay, let's work on the vibration packs so they're not in the way. It's good that they actually have everything come off the board by plugs. It wouldn't be if I can't unplug it anyway. I don't know why I'm struggling to unplug this so much. Dang, he just yoinks it out of there. Man. I mean, I don't have to take them off, but it just will make it a lot more convenient. Well, it looks like this wire is kind of soldered in there with no real good way to get it off. But it's okay. It's not that much in the way. And I've done this before on my 3D printer where I literally take the pins out from the connector. I hope that does not happen. I mean, it's coming out a little bit. I mean, it's just been in here for years, I guess. Oh, the light wasn't even supposed to be on. Can't even see it though on the camera. Man, I don't even have any pliers or anything. This shouldn't really be an issue. I don't think I have anything here. Nothing plier like. Me, myself, and I. Can't leave the rumble packs in. They're not that in the way. Well, the main stick I honestly need to do is the left stick. I was gonna do the right stick, but it looks like it's harder to get to. We'll see. Watch the rest of that video. Oh, there's one. This is the left. I can tell because it's bigger. Yeah, it's actually the right one, so I lied. Wait. Yeah, it was the left. There's, I don't know, it was on the right. It's on the right of the bottom of the controller. When you flip it around, it's on the left. I see. Ow! My fingernail, I was worried about this. It's actually dented. What the heck? The other one came out. This one's more stubborn for some reason. Hmm. I mean, it pulls straight out, but you can't actually get a good angle. So I'm wondering if I'm just not pulling at the right angle. Or maybe I already bent it because of all my finicking. Could just leave it in. Perfect. It's out. Oh my god, I almost dropped everything. Now we have the board by itself. Good. Should probably keep my foot off the ground. It's hard because I'm missing a foot, a leg. Okay, let's rewind, or let's watch this video.
Remove thumbstick triggers. Now you can clean mainboard, clean rubber button pads, or do anything else you need. Assembly process looks similar to disassembly, but reversed. Place all the buttons, rubber pads, and secure cross button.
This is the real video.
Hello everyone, hope you're alright. Today I'm going to be replacing both analog sticks on my Xbox. It's like the analog stick covers. But if you want to see those videos, please let me know a number on it. It's the first time soldering, so we'll see how it goes. Also, if you're wondering why my controller has a number on it, it's because I have multiple controllers that could benefit from some love. But if you want to see those videos, please let me know in the comments. For the reprice to deter consumers from repairing their own devices. And they hid a screw under the serial number, probably as a void warranty sticker. After opening the controller, it's absolutely filthy, with presumably don't fall out. I'm going to start with the left analog stick, but to do that you have to desolder the left trigger. It's not necessary to do it on the right stick because all the pads are exposed, but I didn't realise and did it anyways.
I think he got it reversed. Oh, no, it is the right stick, so I am going to have to desolder the left stick. What the heck?
There are 3 contacts need to be desoldered to remove one of the triggers. I only bought a soldering iron and this solder sucker pump, but it is recommended to add additional flux or use a solder wick, but I have to make do with just this. For those wondering, my soldering iron is set to 340 degrees Celsius. Some pads may take a couple of tries depending on your skill and timing, but remember not to keep it heated for too long as you could lift the actual solder pads. After that you should be able to push in the pins and the plastic tabs with your finger. If you're unable to, it's probably because the pins aren't fully desoldered. It's best to give it another shot.
Okay. So where are those 3? These 3? That looks like it's the joystick. Where you have to do it on this side. Oh my god. I think
And the plastic tabs.
it is on this side. So it's those 3 and then that'll come off. So that's going to be the first thing I'm going to have to do. So I should probably figure out how to use the soldering iron. So let me do that.
Finger. If you're unable to, it's probably because the pins aren't fully desoldered. It's best to give it another shot. Now I'm going to desolder the 14 pins securing the analog sticks to the board. It did take me a couple tries, but that's probably due to my severe lack of skill. Once desoldered, I was able to push the pins out with a spudger, but once again, if you're having trouble, make sure to go over the solder joints again. If you're having trouble, make sure to go over the solder joints again. I was able to push the pins out with a spudger.
Huh?
Once desoldered, I was able to push the pins out with a spudger, but once again, if you're having trouble, make sure to go over the solder joints again. Now I'm going to solder down the new analog sticks. A link to these will be in the description below, and if you're enjoying the video, make sure you hit the like button while you're down there. You might have to straighten out some pins on the new potentiometers, but that's an easy task that can be done with just a fingernail. Once the potentiometer is in place, I'm going to start soldering. I'm using 6337 rosin core solder and my iron is at 325 degrees Celsius. Luckily, soldering is much easier than desoldering in my opinion, so I should be able to breeze through this. If you're using leaded solder like me, just make sure you wash your hands afterwards. And with any solder, make sure you're in a well-ventilated environment so you don't accidentally die to death until you're dead.
Okay.
Push the pin. It did desoldered. It's best to give it enough.
Looks simple enough. Just grab our soldering iron from the box, never before used. There we go. And he said what temperature?
Shot. This.
Then
It
25.
is recommended to add additions. I only bought a soldering iron and this solder sucker pump, but it is recommended to add additional flux or use a solder wick, but I have to make do with just this. For those wondering, my soldering iron is set to 340 degrees Celsius. Some heat it may take a couple of tries. Loosen the
340.
pin. Make sure you heat it simply at 325 degrees Celsius. You see now.
Why is it hotter
Board.
to take it off?
If your keep it heated for too long, take a couple of tries. Soldering iron is set to 340 degrees Celsius.
All right, 340. Let's see here. This is the pump. Plug this in. How does this work? Oh my. Oh. Okay. Good. So I think I understand that. Soldering iron. There. Oh, so there's some stuff here. High quality resin. There's some different tips. There is, oh, this is, I don't know if that's already soldered, but I bought some extra just in case. Oh my god, I don't know. Can I touch it? Not gonna touch it. It's a resin, I guess. Rosin. I don't know what that is. I don't know what this is either. It's like a sandpaper almost, but not quite. This is my stand, so I don't burn the house down. That's good. Does the oh, we got this tweezers. I guess those might be useful. Keep it up here. We have an instruction booklet. You just put this over here for now. Maybe I should actually read this. I don't know. So how hot?
For those, it is recommended to add soldering iron is set to 340 degrees Celsius.
340 degrees Celsius. That's kind of really hot. Like really hot. Okay, let's just get into it. I got the video. I don't need the instruction manual. Let's plug this thing in. This tip appears to be good enough for what I need it for. Yeah, it looks like his. Probably bought the same one as me. Turn the fan away a little bit so that the soldering iron doesn't have a deregulated temperature due to the wind. Board right here. I think I'm rolling over the wire. Okay, good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Yeah. All my screws are in place. I'm gonna wrap this around here so I don't lose it. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna lose the screws. Okay. And this, very important, that this is set to where I can put it down, which means I should probably move all this garbage somewhere else. This will be the garbage corner now, way over here, off camera. Good, good, good. So I have somewhere to put my soldering iron. Oh yeah, there we go. Fits nice and well and isn't gonna burn down the house. Surely. Surely it's not. Could have kept some of my garbage there, but oh well. Depends on glass. It probably doesn't matter. It's glass. Get my solder out. We're ready. The solder is ready. Yep. Yep. Solder is ready. Does this have lead in it? I don't know. I'll assume it does. I'll wash my hands. So the hardest part is plugging this thing in. We have a plus and a minus here. Don't know what this middle button does, but we're gonna find out. We're about to find out. Be very careful, okay? Be very careful with this part. Ugh. When it gets real. Oh my god. Ah. Ah. I'm out for 450 degrees. Has a very lackluster plug. Oof. Oh, I put a little bit of weight on my leg. It didn't hurt that bad, but I can't be doing that. Like, it didn't really hurt almost at all. Yeah, it was a little bit of like sharpness, I guess, but no, I'm okay. That was close. Okay, so it says off. It says off. Oh, 350 C. And he said he put his at 340 C, right?
Some pads may take a couple of tries, but the soldering iron is set to 340 degrees Celsius.
340 degrees Celsius. That's what's that. Going up. That's kind of scary. It's going up pretty quick. It's already 100, so it would like burn you if you touched it. For sure at 100. It probably start burning around 60, 70, honestly. 200, 250. Oh my god. Let's be careful. Put on our glasses at this point. 340 degrees, see, and it smells. So that's how you know it's hot. Safety glasses on. Wear your last leg. Don't lose an eye. So you just push this thing, and time touching it and sucking it to suck the solder off. I'm left-handed, so I feel like soldering iron should be on the left hand. It's kind of dusty. Hopefully that doesn't cause an issue. Also, not best lighting situation. Not gonna lie. I also don't have. Well, I can reach, but I don't have much leeway on the wire. This is hot. Like seriously hot. I can feel the heat from here. Okay, here we go. Well, this is gonna be a long, hard process for me. It looks like. It's like, did I suck anything? I don't know. And then it like shotgunned. Let's get these screws somewhere more secure. So put them right here.
Some pads may take a couple of tries depending on your skill and timing.
Okay, so he kind of like literally puts this entire thing over it. I mean, I see solder on there, so I think I did it right. Man, it's hard to. The slippery glass surface probably isn't the best. And the wire, like, kind of like pulling it in a direction. I have things fighting me, but I think it's possible. I can't tell if I've sucked anything yet, though. I definitely have to be faster, I think. Yeah, I see it liquidy, and I suck. But when I hit the button, I feel like the recoil like knocks me away from what I'm doing. Oh my god, this is gonna be hard. It's okay. I'll get better. I think I'm verging the side of not enough time, which is better than too much, because too much will damage it immediately. This is liquidy. Yeah, this is hard. at least in the conditions I've set up for myself here. I think I actually got some there. Don't know how I would tell, but it's so hard to tell if there's solder on there. Yeah, I think there is still a bunch of solder on there, actually. Well, I don't know. Got all night. I feel like once I see the liquid, that's when I'm supposed to do down and suck it. I mean, and the heat should transfer pretty quick, so I should be able to. I shouldn't have to go back and forth on the sides like I'm kind of doing. I would imagine. The thing is, this part too, I'm actually have to preserve. Like I can't just. It's very important for me to preserve it actually. So. Okay, that was my last attempt on that one. Maybe I should do the right thumbstick first. Because I think I can damage this one. The pins. I don't think you damage the pins. I think you damage the boards. So actually, I think that's a dumb idea. It shouldn't. It won't really make a big difference. I'm just gonna try this one. Right? I should just be able to touch the tip of the pin. Everything should start heating up. making it easy to suck it out, but I don't see the liquid on this one. The old trusty flashlight. That's all solder, isn't it? Am I still at? Yeah, I'm still at 340. Oh, there we go. Okay, it's liquefying now. I think I'm just stupid. Yeah, all the solder is still on there though, so. Could be quicker. Man, I can't even fit my thing like completely over it, so. I'm just going to try the next one. Maybe I'm doing enough to actually. I am hot enough, right?
Remember not to keep it heated for too long, as you could lift the actual solder pads. After that, you should be able to push in the pins and the plastic tab. But remember not to keep it heated for too long, as you could lift the actual solder pads.
4.
Remember, some pads may take a couple of tries, depending on your skill and timing.
He sits there for like 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. I don't see any solder smoke or anything. I don't know if I'm supposed to. Oh my god. Okay. Let's analyze this. Also, I wonder how long it takes for the actual pins to cool down. I can't tell. Is there still solder in it? I think there is still solder in there. But I don't see any, like, bubbles and stuff. I don't see that happening. So I've come to the conclusion that I cannot tell. I definitely got some off, I think. No, there's still definitely a bunch of solder on there. I think. Yeah, it's melting right before my eyes. I think I'm not pressing hard enough. Yeah, now it's all melted. And I can't. Ah. Yeah, you feel it like sink into it. Oh yeah, yeah, there we go. I think that actually that one is done. Oh. So I think I still see solder. Man, I feel like I'm getting good meltage, but it's not sucking. And I have a good suckage position on this one. So it's kind of weird. What the heck? Oh my god, I'm getting tired. Oh, I think I got that one was good. Better anyway than I've been doing. Man, how do you do this? Oh my god, this is so hard. That's like my max range. Yeah, I feel like that was on there for like way too long. Maybe I'm not hot enough. But that's a crazy, crazy thing to think when you're at 360 degrees Celsius. 340 degrees Celsius, but that's what he said.
Remember not to keep it heated for too long. May take a couple of tries. Depending iron is set to 3, or use a solder wick, soldering iron, and the solder sucker pump. But it is recommended to add additional flux or use a solder wick, but I have to make do with just this. For those wondering, my soldering iron is set to 340 degrees Celsius.
340. That's where we're at. This solder looks like it melts way quicker though. it goes. It's melting. This guy said 14 pins. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know if that's gonna happen. No, it should. Yeah, I mean, I should also be like thermal regulated because it shows the temperature it's at, and it showed it rising. So I'm assuming it actually knows what temperature it's at. The solder or the iron. Oh, I don't have it. I have my pumper ready. Oh boy. I don't know if I've even done anything. Like that looks like there's a bunch of solder on that side. Like they should look like naked pins. They don't look like naked pins. They look like pins that someone tried to take solder off but didn't do it right. Hmm. Man, this is like a lot harder than I thought. This kind of video only puts it there for like a second too. I feel like I'm like way over like heating it, and then the solder doesn't even come off. Ooh, that one seemed pretty good. Like I'm assuming I'm only supposed to. I should be able to do it just one time. Okay, that means that if it's slow, then there should be a lot of suction force. And there's a piece of solder that came off. Yeah, for sure. Really slow. Wondering how important the timing is. This pump sucks. Come on. I mean, I'm slowly trying to put it on there longer. to see if it actually makes a difference, but it doesn't seem like it's making a big difference. No, nothing really. Really, is it not hot enough? Is it like, what is it? Is my timing just bad? I feel like I'm pretty quick on the trigger. Maybe I need to push down more with the sucker. I feel like if this board is gonna be damaged, it's probably already damaged. I see why this guy said this is the hard part. Okay, I've got to do something else. I should have somewhere to wipe down my iron, no? Oh well, it'll melt it. Next time I turn it on. It says off, but it's still gonna be hot for a hot minute. Literally, haha.
Now for the next method of removing solder, I'll use a solder sucker. It has a plunger that you push down, then when you're ready for it to suck up the solder, you press the button. Heat the solder directly with the soldering iron, with the tip of the solder sucker nearby. The plastic tip is heat resistant, so you can have it in direct contact with the soldering iron, and it shouldn't melt. Push down the plunger, melt the solder with your soldering iron, then with the tip of the solder sucker next to the solder joint, press the button. Sometimes it takes a few tries, but it works very well.
Okay, so I can actually like...
For both of these methods of removing solder, they do not remove 100% of the solder, so the part will probably still be stuck in place. You can see here that the leads are stuck to the sides of the holes. I've found that you can use your soldering iron to heat up the leads and push them loose. This helps to finish removing the part.
Okay.
Here's a trick that makes it very easy to remove the part, if the leads are close enough together to do this. Instead of removing solder, add more. Add enough solder to connect both of the leads together.
What?
Now when you melt the solder, it will melt on both of the leads at the same time, and it will be easy to pull the part out.
You may still need to remove some of the remaining solder from the holes, but you can use the methods that I've already described to do that.
Okay, that's a crazy
And
trick.
finally, I need to discuss possible damage that could result if you're not careful. The copper pads that the parts are soldered to may peel off of the board. This can happen if too much heat is applied, if heat is applied for too long, or if the part is pulled off while the solder is still holding it. If the copper pad does come off, you can still replace the part, but you will need to compensate for the missing copper pad. If you have any tips,
Okay, well that's all I needed really. So I can touch my sucker. It's very good to know. We're at temperature. So he would like leave it there for like 4 seconds after it's melted. Oh my god, it worked. Wow, that works way better. Not bad. There's a little bit of solder on this side. Still. My workspace is restricted. Well, that's like 98% gone, like sucked. So that worked pretty well. Now, how do we remove this? Should I just be able to push it out? It's still hot? No, not really. I guess it's just kind of like my 3D print. How the tip it's up and cools down real quick. I mean, it's like almost all off, but does still appear. Oh, be careful. Ow.
Some pads may take a couple of tries depending on your skill and timing. But remember not to keep it heated for too long,
This
as
guy
you
doesn't.
can lift the
Whatever.
actual solder pads. After that, you should be able to push in the pins and the plastic tabs with your finger. If you're unable to, it's probably because the pins aren't fully desoldered. It's best to give it another shot.
Yeah, I'm not pushing this into with my finger. I don't know what to do now. Because it's like 90% done, but I didn't. It's not done yet. So I don't know what to do. Could just try giving them all a good heat and suck. But it's like I can't even see any solder left on it. Or if I can, it's like a speckle somewhere that I can't even reach. Can't even touch with the actual iron. Oh my god. I did it. I did it. Gotta rewatch this video on how to take this off. He just pulled it out. He's holding it by this side right here. Just kind of yoinks it out.
Finger. If you're unable to, it's probably because the pins aren't fully desoldered. It's best to give it another shot.
Okay, yeah. There's these little clips clipping it on as well. Okay. Well, the pins are through. That's the hard part. Why did they even put a plastic clip on the board? It's already soldered in. Oops, I pushed the pins back through. Oh, they come out again. So this is the thing the pins are attached to. Well, here we go. Look at that. Look at that. How do we take the rest of this thing off? I think it's these clips. They're just not moving. These clips are too clippy. And this guy didn't explain this either. Like, I have to figure this out. There we go. Voila. Good. Get that out of here. Now, yeah, I feel like I damaged all of that. Okay, now we can freely get to the left joystick, which is the main one that we are concerned about today. So there's 14. I forget the iron's still hot. I should always be thinking that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14? Yes. Yes, those would be all the pins in this little circle. Yeah, there's 2 on this side that kind of extend out for a reason I'm not exactly sure on what the functionality of that part is, but it's right here. Oh my, all these pins are crooked on the new one. But yeah, it's these. There's 2 extra ones that stick out on this side for some reason. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yep. Yep. Alright, let's do this. This should be faster. I kind of got the hang of it now. Let's do this. Oh my god. Sliding. Okay, I've got to ground myself because I'm literally rubbing my foot against the. Oh my leg. Hurts a little bit, but here we go. Man, this is a horrible position. Is that kind of an anchor point? It's not melting it. It's weird sometimes. Why is the solder not melting? Hot, right? Damn, 340. It's incredibly hot. Nope. If I don't see it melting, I mean, it's not gonna work. One, two, three, four. Yeah, I'm gonna say 4 seconds after it melts is perfect timing to suck. Perfect. Whoa, one. Whoa, whoa, even the the rubber's hot. Jesus. One, two, one, two, three, four. Wait, one, two, three, four. Perfect. Next one. One, two, three, four. Suck. Yeah, the bigger pins take longer, which makes sense. Well, okay, melted. One, two, three, four. Suck. Beautiful. Next one. Wait for meltage. Melt. One, two, three, four. Suck. Perfect. Next. This might take longer. It's a little bit thicker. Okay, one, two, three, four. Suck. Next one. Next one, two, three, four. I'm realizing too those thicker ones probably could take a few more seconds of heat, where the smaller ones that are already, you know, that heat up faster probably don't need the full 4 seconds, or vice versa. There's a margin of error. One, two, three. Just like a Tootsie Pop. One, two, three, That one, I don't even know if it's melted, to be honest. Okay, and then 2 extra weird pins. There we go. One, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. Okay, 14 pins later. Let's see if it comes out. Negative. Man, the joystick's hot. Those look like they're still soldering some of them. I might have to go through all of them again. Yeah, if even one of them isn't good, it's really hard to tell which one is not good, you know, because they're all kind of connected together. I mean, some of these I can definitely see the hole. I feel like it's the thicker ones is probably the culprits because I only gave them 4 seconds when if they're thicker, they might need even more time. These pins are extremely malleable. Well, maybe because they're also getting heated to 340 degrees Celsius. It might make you a little bit more malleable. Yeah, the other pins I can like see their holes. All the thick pins, I can't. Let me try again. Nope. Stuck solid. Oh. That moved a lot. Probably. No good way to hold this. Okay, that one's moving. That one moves. That one moves. This one not moving. If we move them, I assume it's loose, you know? Which is what we want. This one is not moving. Okay, it moved a little bit. Since it wasn't moving, I'm gonna give it a suck. Oh my god, I have to very carefully. Remember, soldering iron is incredibly hot. Okay. It's moving, so suck it. Oh boy, here we go. So those all move. Yeah, I think we checked these two already. Okay, that one moves. This big thick one. Okay, that one appears to be moving. So this pin is. Oh my god, I almost touched myself. Okay, let's be a little more careful. This pin is hard because it's right next to a different pin. Okay, it's moving now. I want to give it a suck as well. I'm kind of limited though on my soldering iron distance, so we'll actually call that one good. And this one moves. Okay, I think it's gonna come off now. Let's try it. No. One of these pins is still soldered on. Question is which one. Kind of loose, so I feel like it's just one. One of these pins is stuck just a little bit. Oh, it's going through. It's gotta be this one. We know now it's one of these on the top, because the other side's pulling through cleanly. Oh, it's that one. For sure. Let me should just go ahead and pretty sure it's that one. It was horrible. Just this everything actually. It's terrible here. Yeah, I don't want to burn myself today. Not today. Okay, let's give it a suckage. Should have done the trick. What was that? Okay. That same one still appears to be the anchor point. Every other pin is moving. Yeah, it's this one. Let's try it again. We know which pin it is. Good. Good, good, good. That should have done it. Okay, now my suspect is the big pin in the corner. Every pin's moving now, so. That one, I think one of their sides is probably the one next to the other pin I can't get to. Hold it there. Okay, it's moving. That has to be it. Yes. So this is the bad joystick. Bad old joystick. It's, you have to trust me on this one. It's loose. Looser than it should be. Dead zone wasn't working correctly. We'll get the replacement. Are these both bent? Or I think one of them wasn't bent. Yeah, this isn't bent yet. It's okay that the other one is bent, but for the first one, I'm gonna work with it not being bent. Perfect. Heck, they barely reach, but pretty sure there's not a difference between these two. Dude, what the heck? Why are they bent like this? Why did it come bent like this? And why didn't the other one come bent like this? Wonder if just shipping damaged it. But they're too precisely bent, and only specific ones for me to believe that. Okay, well. Yeah, what the heck? These pins are longer. Yeah, different brands. I don't know. Okay. They do make it through those, so let's rewatch the soldering part.
Now I'm going to desolder the 14 pins securing the analog sticks to the board
I just did this.
budger. But once again, if you're having trouble, make sure to go over the solder joints again. Now I'm going to solder down the new analog sticks. A link to these will be in the description below, and if you're enjoying the video, make sure you hit the like button while you're down there. You might have to straighten out some pins on the new potentiometers, but that's an easy task that can be done with just a fingernail.
Is this placing it up anymore? Nope. I don't think so.
Once the potentiometer is in place, I'm going to start soldering. I'm using 6337 rosin core solder and my iron is at 325 degrees Celsius. Luckily, soldering is much easier than desoldering in my opinion.
Go down
I
to
should be able to breeze
325.
through this. If you're using leaded solder like me, just make sure you wash your hands afterwards. And with any solder, make sure you're in a well ventilated environment so you don't accidentally die to death until you're dead.
Looks easy. Yeah, it looks easy enough. Right? Right, chat?
Now I'm going to do the same thing with the right analog stick. Remember, I desoldered the right trigger without thinking, but it shouldn't be necessary for the right stick.
Let's solder. Careful. I don't know how to do this. How did he do it again?
Solder the right trigger.
Yeah, he's not touching the solder to the iron, he's touching the pin.
Now I'm going to do the same thing with the right analog stick.
He's touching the pin. Which is melting the solder. Oh my god, it gets hot. Oh my god, why didn't anybody warn me about that? Okay. Okay, we'll work further down the line. I think that's pretty good. I hope. It's not really evenly. Oh. No, that's good. Yeah, that's I mean, that's a metal on metal. Looks good to me. Man, some of these pins are kind of short though. Oh no, they're just like, it's not pushing all the way. Look at that. That one I just did is pushing all the way. No, it looks like it's pushing all the way. Be careful. It's hot. Just gotta make sure that I want to do the other side so that everything is pushing all the way. But I gotta make sure the board is like leaned up against something that's gonna allow that. Okay. I'm gonna try to do this one. I do have a window open, so this is well ventilated. Okay, haters might say that's too much solder, but I think it's perfect. Not bad. Not bad at all. The only caveat is I don't think it's as pushed in as I would like it to be, so I'm gonna do that. There we go. I'll let the solder settle. So that actually was a good amount. So why I jumped like that is just because like all of a sudden the solder came loose faster than I thought, but just so we can make sure it's flush. These pins are pushed in all the way. Man, these pins barely stick out on this side. But no, I mean that's they're gonna barely stick out. So good, good. Let's do this. Okay, I think I'm being a perfectionist. I think that's enough. I just wanted to touch every part, yeah, with the copper thing, which I don't think is necessarily required, but just wanted to be nice. Yeah, these pins are nice. It kind of just like loops perfectly with a like one little tap and then loop. Yeah. Yeah, these are, I don't know, we're gonna see if this works, but this one they're just buried under the solder, but they're still touching it, so. Okay. Done. Complete. Wow. Looks good. I have to put back on the trigger.
Stick. Remember, I desolder the same as the left one. Easily remove it by lightly pressing on the pins with a spudger. And now I can install the new stick. Camera, but make sure to clean the solder joints with some isopropyl alcohol to prevent corrosion from the left.
Huh?
I did it off camera, but make sure to clean the solder joints with some isopropyl alcohol to prevent corrosion from the leftover flux residue.
Huh?
Now I'm going to make sure to clean the solder joints with some isopropyl alcohol to prevent corrosion from the leftover flux residue.
Flux residue. I don't know how to do that, but it's fine. We
Now
can
I'm
do
going
it
to reinstall
another
the right
day.
trigger. But once again, I accidentally removed this, so you probably wouldn't need to reinstall it. I the pins with a the same.
I took it off, so I should know where to put this back on. I almost don't even want to do the other joystick right now. I just want to see this one work. This clip that was hard to take off, hard to put back into. I mean, it's kind of in the right spot, but it's not like clipping like it clipped on before. Oh, there we go. That's not coming off now. Oh yes, that feels so much nicer. Oh yes. So take some pictures. For who knows what. Yeah, I know I don't have the best lighting. I can't reach. This stick isn't that bad. Yeah, I'm just gonna make sure this works actually. So we're gonna turn off this iron off. I'm gonna put it back together and make sure it works. And it should. But that left stick is the one that was giving me trouble. We can get our two new joysticks out. There we go. See if I can remember how to put this all back together. So the smaller one is on this side, which ends up being on the left of the controller, but it was on the right when I took it out. This one was on the left side. And then should be able to just put the board in like so. I got it mixed up. Actually, I'm an idiot. I put the rumble packs in backwards. I don't know if it even matters, but I'm gonna restore OEM. And I can't unplug this though. Man, these don't like to come out. One of these was easier to take out. Good. Yeah, I've never regretted anything more in my life than putting these in the wrong slot. If it even matters, it's symmetrical. It was asymmetrical anyway, so now I'm just gonna feel the heavy rumble from the opposite side. So hard to take out. You know, usually these plugs like are pretty easy to work with because they're pins, so it should slide straight in, slide straight out. You know, I'm gonna download a game to play with this new controller. Well, do I have time? I wanted to. Hogwarts Legacy was a game. 71 gigs though. It was a game that like really made me hate this controller because the menus had like no care for the sensitivity. I'm going to install Batman Arkham Asylum. And I'll have Hogwarts. I'll install Hogwarts Legacy too, even if I'm just not gonna install it. Just to see, see my problem. I saw a problem. I'm gonna fix the problem. Hopefully, anyway. Because we don't know until we plug it in. It shouldn't be that hard to take out. Yeah, I don't know if these tweezers have the pulling force required. Yeah, I'm gonna stop because I think I'm keep like clapping these wires, which isn't a huge deal. It is just a rumble pack, small one at that. So maybe if that could fit in there, kind of use this to pry it open, but pry it off, but it doesn't quite fit. Collapse. Something serious? Yes, I'm clapping the. Ow, my leg. My good leg. I'm clapping the rumble pack. I got my taxes done earlier tonight, by the way. So I don't have to worry about that anymore. No thanks to my dad. He never answered. I just did it myself. So that's cool. Also, I posted. I wonder how it's doing. Posted a repo video. I mean, I did post it at like 1 a.m. But I spent way too long editing that, just adding captions. But I remember watching videos like that as a kid. Kept my attention. So, dude, why is my internet? Oh, it's because I'm downloading a game. That's why. Dang, it's gonna take forever. For 7 gigabytes? Good thing I started now. Where you at, Ghost Data? Bro, I have no idea. I think I literally called him like 50 times. Because I was looking for my solder. While I was looking for my solder, I was just spam calling him. Because he said, it, like, in the morning, he's like, oh, later tonight we can do the taxes. But, he's been saying that for weeks. But I'm like, let's do the 15th. We're kind of running out of time. So while I was looking for my solder, I just spam called him. And then I was like, okay, I guess I'm going to do it myself. I think I know. I remember exactly what to do. I mean, because there's some stuff with taxes that you have to kind of remember, or else I guess you get scammed. Like, for example, getting renters. There's like a renter's credit, which I didn't even qualify for because I made too much. But I know that maybe. And other, there's little random things that gotta try to remember. Dude, this won't come out. Dude, 16 views already is actually pretty good for 2 hours ago at 1 a.m. That video has potential because, like, I feel like it was it's a fun game. It's actually a good game. I liked it a lot. A lot of the streamers are playing it, but I think since it's like early access, like everyone hasn't like jumped on the bandwagon as much as I feel like they're going to. Yo, Taco Dude OG. What is going on? Hello. Sorry, I'm wrestling with a rumble pack right now. I think I've been doing it actually for the past like 20 minutes, which was completely avoidable because I put it in the wrong spot. Could have just put it in the right spot to begin with, but I forgot. I literally got mixed up by my own. Like, I remembered, I got to do it in reverse, but put it ready to do it in reverse, and then I reversed my reverse. But yeah, I already replaced my left joystick, So I'm gonna put the controller back together and see if it works, which it should. Did everything correctly, as far as I'm aware. I cannot believe I'm almost just gonna put it in backwards. Actually, I'm gonna look it up. If it says I can install it backwards, I'm just gonna do it. Oh my god, my internet. Since I'm downloading Batman, it's gonna take forever to even search. I mean, I see no reason why it can't be installed backwards. It was asymmetrical to begin with. I didn't even know there were two different sizes of the rumble packs. No, you cannot install 360 rumble packs backwards with a different console. I remember a specific effort to say not compatible with everyone. Okay, that's not what I asked. Not backwards compatible. Oh my god, that's not what I meant. I'm like 90% sure I can, but without solid evidence, I don't want to try it. I wonder if it's the plug or the. Or the rumble pack that's difficult to unplug. I don't know if I can do it. I might just do it. Because I might just install it backwards. Because in the shell, I don't see anything stopping me from doing that. Because the rumble things, I think, just spin around. I don't know. I feel like one might actually have a bigger slot for it. No, it doesn't. It doesn't appear that way. They both look exactly the same. Dude, let me break the wire before I take this off. Oh my god, my headset ran out of. Right, fell asleep because I've been trying to do this for so long. My nails. Oh my god. Why did I have to pry this out with the tweezers? Oh well. Put it the right way. Finally. Sorry that took so unbelievably long. No, I should just be able to put this back in here. This should be right here. Okay, boards in the controller. This is off. Yeah, this is off. Just so you guys know. Is this how the Rumble Packs is supposed to sit? Something tells me it's like this. Yeah, because otherwise this wire is going to get caught. And then we'll have no rumble. What are we going to do with no rumble? I'll look for reference as well, but I'm just like logically. Let me double check.
Now I'm going to reinstall the right trigger.
Oh my god, since I'm downloading something, this table can take forever.
A tip is to install the board on top of the cover that contains all the buttons, just to save the headache.
I don't think that's how I took it off, but you can. Oh, I do think the Rumble Packs sit like this, but the wire is kind of in the way. Maybe that's what this thing's here for. Wrap it around. No, doesn't reach. Load.
Of putting all the buttons back. When reinstalling, it contains all the buttons.
Oh, they sit.
And after giving a quick clean off, we're able to.
They sit. Oh, that is where they sit. Oh, yes, I remember now. Shouldn't I have already put these on? Then is it gonna spill? Well, I'm about to find out, I guess. Oh, perfect, actually. Yes, this is the better way to do it. I have to figure out how to put this thing back on. It's like the bottom part of the. Oh, yeah, no, I think I need to put it on now. Good. I actually think I do need to take this off again.
Reassemble the controller. And after giving a quick clean off, we're able to reassemble the controller.
RB. Yes, this is the way. Okay. Do this first. Oh no. Yeah, that's it. Excuse me. Oh my god, I might have messed up the normal buttons somehow. Oh no no no. The Xbox 360 logo was like hanging way far in the frame. And I was touching it a little bit, you know, by accident. Ow. Ow. Yeah, it's sideways. There we go. Oh my god, how do you do this?
A tip is to install the board on top of the cover that contains all the buttons, just to save the headache of putting all the buttons back. When reinstalling the back cover, make sure that all the battery springs slide into the channels, otherwise
Battery
the cover
springs.
won't fit correctly.
There are no battery springs because I'm wired. The shoulder buttons aren't installed correctly. There's like a gap. Yeah, I think I'm stupid. I think it's supposed to. No, LB has to be on this side. So it was installed. But then it, like the shoulders are lined up, but the main part isn't. That's what I'm not understanding.
And now we can reapply the screws.
Yeah, this is right. But it's not seeing flush. Aha! Oops. Oh my god, the buttons. Oh my god, why are they so messed up?
and just fit correct. When that can on top of the cover that contains all the buttons, and after giving a quick clean off, we're able to reassemble the controller. A tip is to install for sticks are a bit loose and don't absorb to the turkey sticker, hair and crud all along the seams. So I recommend remove. I'm going to disconnect the so all the buttons don't.
Okay. Let's try again. Everything should be in the right spots this time. What? And he has
Annoying thing along hit a screw under the serial number, probably to deter consumers from repairing their own devices. And they hit a screw under the serial number, probably as a
Of course, he has a wireless controller, so it's slightly different. Has to go this way first. It's the only way these buttons will fit. I just don't know what's blocking it. I don't have light. Oh. That's blocking it. Let's crack it off. Okay. Oh my god, we're almost there. And now we just have to put that bottom piece in somehow. Well, it has to go in like this. Wait a second. I think it was always supposed to be installed on this side first. That explains a lot. It just happened to come off the other way for some reason. I actually don't remember what the controller feels like normally, so Compared to this controller, they feel kind of mushy, but I think they're meant to feel that way. All right. Let's start screwing it back together. Okay, we're about to be done. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's plug it in and see if it works, shall we? It turns on. It's pretty good. Alright, man, it's still downloading, so let's see what we already have. Take this off. That can use a controller. Resident Evil. We can definitely Load up some Resident Evil. What the heck is this? An update? It's glitching out. It's saying it's. I hit play and then it shows that it needs an update. You know, now it's launching. Apparently, it says launching anyway. Oh no, what is this? Is this Steamworks? What is Steamworks? Just let it download, I guess. Can I at least, like, test it? Will anything load right now? Supports your Xbox controller. Okay. Clearly, whatever the Steamworks thing is, has to be downloaded first. I'm supposed to go wash my hands. Guess I'll do that. After soldering. So I'll be back. Okay. For some reason, Sonic ended up loading, which is cool, but where's the sound? Start's not working. So it looks like it's like Oh, well, it's within now. The stick's working. Sorry. Pretty good, pretty good. Continue. Wow, restored. Look how responsive. Yes, yeah. Oh, that zone's so, it's almost so far. It's in a bad way, you know. Oh yes, yes, yes. How do I like quit? Most recently, I was playing Resident Evil 4, so why not, you know? Let's do it. Wow, that took forever, and I didn't even do the second one. Even though, I mean, the right stick wasn't even that bad, so I don't feel as bad about, you know, the left stick was the issue. Why did I do this? Why am I? Okay, we discovered an issue. Permanently zoomed in. Oh, and that's the one this is the one I worked on. That's not good. Oh, that means we're gonna have to take everything apart again. Dang it. Double check. It's yep. Unresponsive left trigger. Oh. Okay. Well, everything else works. It looks like. Yep. Everything else works. Did I even solder it back on? I didn't, did I? Yeah, I think I forgot to. Oh my god. I think I forgot. So those pins just aren't connected. Like, dude, if I open this thing back up and it's not soldered, It's not gonna be side. I don't remember doing it. Well, back to the workshop. Well, let's see how fast we can do it now. Now that we know what we're doing. Well, that we definitely know what we're doing. I'm also not taking those rumble packs back out. Take back off. Those were so annoying to do, and you technically don't need to. It's just like, you know, they get in the way. Yeah, I think I forgot to. Yeah, because they're like, what could I possibly mess up? You know, not soldering the because of the stupid clips. The stupid clips. What could I possibly mess up? Maybe not actually doing anything. Yeah, I'm realizing my controller's in my hand a lot of the time, so. Man, I really have to open everything else up again. Or no, I just have to take this off. Let's see your left trigger. And I completely forgot to solder the pins back on. Whoopsie daisies. Well, at least we know the issue and we can fix it pretty quick. Hopefully. If these rumble packs aren't too much in my way. Or cause any other issues. Let's turn this thing back on. Yep, 325. Get the glasses back on. I shouldn't need the pumper. Yep, lower at temperature. Let's there we go. Should work now. Whoops. Yeah, it should work now. Actually, I can plug it in like this, can't I? Technically? Ah, put it back again. I already know it's gonna work. Ah, oh my god. Put the sticks back on. Yeah, that was a lot faster. Sun's coming up. Dang it. Okie doke. Round 2. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Good thing I tested it. Man. Not ever V. Not as far out. I'm working Xbox 360 controller. Nice. Okay, well, feel pretty good about this. But the sun's coming up. This took longer than I expected. I'm not gonna lie. But productive day. Got my taxes done. Uh, Finally did this project that I had been meaning to do. So it's all good. Let's leave that there for now. All right. Yeah. So I'm gonna end stream now. So goodbye, Sirius the Viper, if you're still there. Have a good night.